Major, a word, please.
I'm listening.
We investigated the bullet casings that were found at the prison bus incident and compared them with evidence from past cases. We found matching cases at the crime scenes of multiple heists. I'd like to investigate the connections further.
Then the two of you will take a look at those cases again. Talk to the victims and witnesses of the crime and find connections between the cases.
We're on it, sir. Did I ever tell you about my father?
Maybe. I mean, everyone at the station knows him. A real hero of our department.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm afraid I'll never fill his shoes. Become the hero he was in his time.
You truly admire him, don't you?
Yes, he always was so stoic. Always knew how to tell right from wrong. Just how I imagine every cop should be.
But you know that no one is perfect. Even he must have some skeletons in his closet.
Probably. Don't know. For me, he's just an idol. The day he and my grandfather put a stop to that armed riot at the city hall, saving those politicians and everything. What a story, you know?
A story that is told even to this day.
A story that motivated me to become a cop myself.
And probably many others, too.
Special discount on bracelets today. Welcome. Looking for something special? Officers, welcome to my fine store. How can I help you today?
Hello, Miss...
Aya. You can just call me Aya. It's better to be on a personal level with customers.
Unfortunately, we aren't here as customers. We have a few questions.
Oh, of course. What do you want to know?
We'd like to talk about the incident from 2 months ago.
Oh, the incident. Yes. Yes, of course.
Please, tell us what happened during the heist.
I can't remember that clearly. There were shots, and then they were gone. It happened so fast, I don't know.
Is there any camera footage we can take a look at?
No. The camera got damaged. The officer back then said that the robbers shot at it from outside the store.
What about the thieves? Can you give us any information about them?
I'm sorry, but I didn't see them.
I understand. Did they perhaps say anything that you were able to understand?
They were talking as if they were part of a bigger gang. Saying stuff like, the boss won't be happy when he hears about the shot, and something about new gems for the dragon.
The dragon? Someone has quite the ego there.
Unfortunately, that's all I know. I hope I was of help.
Yes, thank you, Aya. I'm sure your information will be of value.
I'm glad to hear that.
Not as much information as I'd hoped to get, but it's something, at least, I guess.
We have to start somewhere. At least we know that the person this gang is working for is someone called Dragon.
Fair enough. What's up next, then?
Our next stop is the local bank.
Need to withdraw some money for your next night out?
Your jokes today are...
Hello, officers. How can I help you today?
Hello. We have some investigative questions about the robbery that took place here recently.
Of course. I'll inform Mr. Philippe Bernardes, an accountant who was present that day. He'll be with you right away.
Thank you very much. Hello, Mr. Bernandez?
Yes, of course. That's definitely possible.
Mr. Bernardes, we need to...
1 second, please. Officers, welcome. I'll be with you in a second. I apologize for the disturbance, Mr. Mayor. We can, of course, transfer your money between accounts.
Oh, Mr. Bernandez.
No, everything's all right.
Mr. Bernardes, I'm sure the mayor understands that we need you to answer some questions right now. We're making his city safer, after all. And every lead for our investigation would be very helpful.
Oh, yes, officer, I'm sorry. I wasn't aware of the urgency. Sir, I'll have to call you back in a moment. How can I help you?
We are investigating the heist that took place here recently. We hope to obtain information for another case. Can you tell us what exactly happened?
Sure, of course. It was the end of the day, I think, or it was early, dark outside anyway. We were busy counting bills. I was behind one of the counters, in the entrance area. When a cloaked person laid a pistol down on the counter. A pistol, just like that. There were 5 of them, I think, all cloaked, or at least dressed in black. I'm just not sure. That guy then ordered me to give them all the money. I pressed the emergency button as fast as I could. But then I gave him the money regardless. Until I heard sirens. I was just so afraid they might shoot me. I didn't have a choice. That's when they left.
2 armed robberies in the same city is no coincidence. This could be the same group of people from the jewelry store.
Maybe, but that's not enough evidence. Did the robbers have any distinct clothing or items with them?
There was something odd. Let me think. Like a little image, but I don't know. It's like they're all wearing a little pen or something like that. It was in the shape of a reptile.
Like a crocodile or a lizard?
Oh, more like not a dragon, but something without wings. What are they called? A Komodo. A Komodo dragon. That's what it reminded me of.
Is there anything else you can recall?
Sadly not, officer. If I knew anything else, it'll be in the statement I gave to the police at the time.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Bernardes. We'll leave you to your work now.
Yes, I'm glad I was of help. Good luck, officers.
Not as much info as we were hoping to get, but we can work with that. What's the next stop?
The station house.
The station house? Why would we go there without any clear information?
Good thing we have evidence that the cases are linked.
How so? There were 2 heists, both committed by a gang, but I don't see the connection yet.
Think again. We were working for the same guy. Komodo, the dragon. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, Komodo dragon, like the animal.
Ding, ding, ding. 10 points for the contestant. Maybe you should focus more on what people are saying and less on your next joke.
I was holding back today.
The day isn't over yet. Hey, Marsh, do you promise not to laugh if I tell you something?
Well, I can't promise, but I can try.
No, you have to promise.
Okay, all right. I promise I won't laugh. So, what is it?
Do you believe in aliens?
Those little green fellas you sometimes see on TV.
No, I mean, do you think extraterrestrial life exists?
Maybe. The universe is big. I mean, there has to be something else out there, right?
Somewhere. Yes, there has to be. I sometimes wonder what we would find out there, in the darkness beyond the stars.
Now you're scaring me, Nat. Everything all right with you?
Yeah, just mumbling.
Hey, Chief.
Hello, Officer Marshall. Any news about those criminals?
Not yet, Chief, but we're on it.
I want you to give your best. You understand me? This is really important. We can't let them roam the streets of Kamanora any longer.
Yes, Chief, I understand.
Officer Cordero, Officer Marshall, I see you're back from your investigation. What did you find out?
After looking into a few old heists, we found connections between the perpetrators. With the help of witnesses and my partner's brains, we figured out they're working for a guy called Komodo.
A name? That's interesting. And way more than I expected from a few bullet casings. Good job, officers. And especially you, Officer Cordero.
Thank you, Chief.
Your next step is to obtain information about Komodo. If they're part of this, make them face the law.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Marsh. Got a second? I think I might have some interesting information.
All right. What's up, Ramesh?
I must admit, I might have been listening to your talk with the chief.
Spying on us? That's not very nice of you.
No, okay, yes, I might have heard some stuff and got interested, and that's besides the point. Anyway, you were talking about a Komodo, right?
Not really a Komodo like the animal, but rather a criminal gangster boss who goes by that name.
Yeah, I also got that part. But listen, I know a guy from Indonesia who loves exotic animals. He's got a boa constrictor and a cute little chameleon and...
Okay, he loves reptiles. Now the important part, please.
Sorry, that guy even owns a Komodo dragon. Super rare pet. I think your gangster guy might also have or want one. Like, come on! That guy's probably rich as hell, and why name yourself Komodo if you don't want one? I could just, ask him where he bought it from and maybe get you a contact.
Look, I'm sorry to interrupt here. It's been a long day without a break. Please ask your friend about his pet and report to us later, okay?
Will do.
Do you think there could be something to it? I feel like it's far-fetched to just go after everyone who buys and sells exotic animals.
I get that. But he's got a point. Our gangster boss is surely a rich guy after all those heists. And rich guys tend to be fascinated by exotic animals. It's not impossible. And with no other leads, we should look into it.
I guess you're right. Coffee?
Dispatch to all officers. A heist is taking place at the Great Dam Shopping Center. We need all available forces.
I guess that'll have to wait. Nat, what about that winter night when you woke up in the streetcar with torn clothes and no memory of how you got there?
Ah, yes. So I'm sitting in the streetcar, and some police officers appear. They see me and tell me to get off. They ask some questions because, well, I look like a robber, and there had been some robbery in the neighborhood.
No way. Natalie, what did you...
Nothing like that. Turns out, I just rolled down a hill or something, blacked out, got myself back up on my feet at some point, and carried on walking.
And the officers?
Took pity on me and drove me home. Which was really lucky because as I was getting out of their car, I noticed a severe pain in my leg.
You mean...
Yep. My leg was broken. No idea how I was able to walk all the way to the streetcar. Really could have died there that night, now that I think about it.
Oh, Natalie. Good thing you gave up alcohol. on that? Got another drunk story you want to tell?
Well, this one time, me and some friends went into an abandoned building. An old industrial factory, shut down for over a decade.
So, it was illegal to enter?
Yes, that might have been the case.
Nat, the more I know about your past, the more I get the feeling I don't know you at all.
Well, I'm just a person who's lived a life. Should I continue?
Yes, please.
So we went up onto the roof, drank some beers, watched the sunset on the horizon. And then we have the idea to explore the building a bit more. Take some photos, look around all the rubble and stuff, you know. And as we're wandering around, we hear this noise from somewhere inside the building. So we stop and listen, and it's like... It sounds like people singing. Like in a church or something. So we get closer and closer until we spot some candles. And a little bit farther on, we notice these strange hooded figures standing in a room. We stop and listen, but can't tell what the singing is all about. Then all of a sudden, one of them looks in our direction and...
And?
We make a run for it, as fast as we can, each of us still clinging to a bottle of beer.
And did they follow you?
We never looked back, so I don't know. Do you ever think about what Kamanora was like in the past?
Getting a bit nostalgic there, Nat?
No. I mean, maybe. Just when you imagine Kamanora 10 years ago, what does it look like?
Poor. At least the north of Apollonia. Just like today.
Nothing's changed?
Well, I remember there being golden fields in the summer, as far as the eye could see. Not those hideous oil pumps lining the horizon.
Yeah, me too. The south is looking better since the land was sold, but the north? It's all going downhill. The people are desperate, Marsh. I hope the situation doesn't get any worse.
We will see. No one cared for these people in the past, and probably no one will care for them now.
I think we could be the change.
Maybe. We can try, at least.
Marsh, knock it off. I swear, if you keep aiming at me...
1 Tango 10 to dispatch. Got anything for us? It's awfully quiet.
Dispatch to 1 Tango 10. A shooting was reported near your position. Can you investigate?
Sorry, we can't take that.
Copy. I'll send another unit.
1 Tango 10 to dispatch. Got anything for us? It's awfully quiet.
1 Tango 10, we have a shootout in your vicinity. Can you help out?
We're on.
Copy. I'll transmit all the relevant information.
1 Tango 10 to dispatch. We are unable to finish investigating the accident. Aborting the mission. Requesting another unit.
Copy. 1 Tango 10. I'll send out further units.
Ouch! Stop it, Marsh!